Board games, board games. I might be trying to play board games, a digital adaptation. I am going to be playing Root in front of the screen in front of you. And I'm still part of the tutorial. So far, I've heard this game is wonderful. So far, it seems to be pretty good. We're building little industries and attacking in Root, and there's no food. It's board games and digital adaptation of Root. It's what I'm talking about. Board games and digital adaptation of Root. I'm not gonna shout. Good morning, good afternoon, good whatever it is, wherever you are. I hope that you are generally well. And today is episode 368 of the Busy Beats and Board Game Blether Show. I am streaming at 10 a.m. UK time for like the last days, and I will be for the next 32 days. Today, I am going to be playing Root. That is what I'm going to do. But not the board game. No. Because whilst Root is indeed a board game, I do not possess it. But what I did get on a recent Steam sale is the digital adaptation. So that is why today I am playing Root digitally. There we go. Filling up time while I copy paste a wee peek behind the scenes. And so, yeah. Why am I playing this game? Because I've heard good things about it. Because I like the idea of an extremely asymmetric game. Because Root is quite beautiful. Because, frankly, I like the idea of a great digital adaptation. Now, before I start playing Root, and I'll kind of do some commentary while I'm going to spend 10 minutes or so with the regular features. And so if you're watching this video after the fact, then recent highlights, living life and seeing the sights, recent highlights, playing games and other delights, recent highlights. So whether you're watching this live or whether you're watching this after the fact, please let me know in the comments, wherever those comments may be, what are some of your recent highlights? Yesterday, I was just pretty much out of it all of the day. I decided that I was going to just relax and not do much. I think I did a tiny bit less than I even realized. I didn't even mention this show on Twitter, or did I? I don't know. I don't think I mentioned this on Twitter, but anyway, it doesn't matter. What's going on recently? One thing I noticed just this morning is that Descent Games, friends of the show, Jessica Metheringham, and also Unbiased, because we chat together once every couple of weeks and give each other support. But check out the recent blog post on Descent Games, and what they're doing is postcards with a message. I'm going to actually take a couple of minutes to look through. I have not delved deeply into any of this. Oh, hello, Rob. It is lovely to see you. I was just about to talk about this thing, which I just found out, and I saw you retweeted. But apparently what's going to happen is that between now and 21st of May, which is less than 2 weeks away, activists submit a short description of an issue. And so whether you consider I don't think this is meant to be a gatekeeping thing. It's just if you're feeling inspired, if you're feeling like this is something that you want to get on with. And yeah, 100%. If you have the mental capacity to suggest an issue, sorry, I'll leave that up there. Yep, 100%, Rob. Definitely seems interesting. And let me actually take this down so you can see. So, what is the topic? Plastic in the ocean? The number of countries with nuclear weapons? The description of the theme will be between 100 and 300 words and may come with additional links to articles or a 3-minute video. They will be posted on this website and the Discord here. This seems like a really nice way to collaborate between activists and, yeah, people just making games. I mean, I have like vague ideas, but I don't think I could write a concrete 100 and 300 words about something. But I'll be definitely interested in this second bit between 21st of May to 21st of June. If you're a game designer or if you're an aspiring game designer, or if, yeah, that's basically it. If you don't want to do game design, then you shouldn't kind of be a part of that second bit. But yeah, you can make a game based on one of those themes. It's got to be something that you can print it at home or send it through a letter. And it suggests an 18-card game, a roll and write, or a postcard. And that's something that I feel able to do. And then from 21st of May, when all of these things, the promoters. So like, it suggests you can get organized as a promoter, playing some of the games on your stream or podcast or Discord. You can get involved as an organizer. And obviously, this is the thing, like I feel like this should really say the players, or kind of make it, that's one thing that I would say to Jess. If Jess was watching this, I would say, it should say the players, but yeah. Or I don't know, I get it. Like, it's a difficult one, labeling things. And then 21st of June to 31st of July, which is the end dates of the design. So the design is literally 1 month, 21st of May to 21st of June. Organizers look at the game, give some feedback, and then there's a few things that aren't totally clear to me. It talks about there being a contest. But I'm not sure if there are any prizes or if it is just feedback. And I think it is basically, okay, I get it. I was confused by this sentence here. This is more of a contest thing. So it is a game jam. I think I will say to Jess that maybe this last sentence could be rewritten to say, this doesn't normally happen during game jams, but we thought it would be nice if we could try to give some feedback. And I would 100% agree with that. I get it now. Okay, so that sounds really cool, and I will definitely be getting involved. Rob says, I think the promoter's role is a cool idea. Everyone can be a player, 100%. And hello to me. It is lovely to see I'm going to start calling you a resident Nova Scotian. Is that how you say a person from Nova Scotia? Like a Nova Scotian? But I hope that you're generally well. I hope it is not too Baltic, not too freezing, and I hope that you're generally well. Anyway, so that was my recent highlights. If you've got any other recent highlights, then let me know. Let me know. Recent events or highlights. Next, questionably quick questions. If you have any questionably quick questions, get them in the next minute. Otherwise, I am going to ask myself, what time is it? Where am I? I am 10:10. And, 10:10, like written by Hergé. The famous comic 10:10 with Elfie and 12:12 and the 19 twins. Anyway, sorry, that's a terrible joke. But it is still 10:10. I am in London. And so, apparently in Nova Scotia, it says 3 degrees above freezing. Wow, that is pretty darn cold. I would not like to be there. Lots of love. Wow. Yep, 100%, Rob. This is actually really good information. I'll ask Jess to watch the first 11 minutes of this, needs to be clear about the ownership of the end games. Seems to me that I might be inclined to go Creative Commons, but it needs to be clear, 100%. Like the ownership of the games remains with the designers, something like that, just to reaffirm that. And I got my part from Toyota last night. That's a highlight. Congratulations, Timmy. I know you've been putting your car bits and pieces together, getting it back in. So well done. And I hope that your car is running and usable. And it's honestly, like, in a country where it's, I don't, I know more about Nova Scotia since you came in. You've told me more about Nova Scotia through this chat than I ever knew before. But if Nova Scotia is normally snowy, and does that mean that you have to have special tires and you have to have really good heating in your cars and maybe even special insulation? I don't know. But yeah, it's 6:10 in Scotiafornia, and 3 degrees sounds warm for Nova Scotia, apparently. I mean, I don't know. Just sounds terrible. There's a reason why I'm now. I don't know what temperatures it's in London right now. BBC weather, London. It is apparently 18 degrees Celsius, and it's a bit too chilly for me. I would like it to be maybe 35, I think. Yeah, 35 is a good temperature, and there's a reason why I'm moving away to another country, maybe not this year, but definitely next year. Anyway, 18 degrees, I would be at the beach. No, no, 18 degrees is chilly. 18 to, wow, your body is so different to mine. I've been, somewhere where it's 45 degrees, and I'm like, okay, there's 1 hour in the middle of the day where, yes, it is too hot. You want to be in the shade, but yeah, 40 degrees is too much. 40 degrees, it starts getting a bit much for me. But no, I'm all about oh man, wow. Okay, in the absence of any other questionably quick questions, I am going to move on to the brilliant thing, what's a little thing which is brilliant? Okay, in honor of Roots, the game that I'm going to play in a moment, I am going to talk about asymmetry. Asymmetry in games. I think that asymmetry is brilliant because let's me think about the reasons why. Firstly, it offers replayability. It makes it a bit more difficult to learn, but hey, we're trying to talk about why it's brilliant. It's not why it's not brilliant. So firstly, asymmetry, it makes it more replayable because, you know what, actually, the replayability is a falsehood. You're probably better off with variable sets up for replayability, but it does allow greater customization. If you have asymmetry, like in Roots, just now all I've learned so far is the birdie people and the catty people, and the catty people are kind of doing their actions in a certain way, and then the birdie people have this puzzle, and the birdie people seems really cool, and I really wanted to play the practice match with the birds, but then it didn't let me. It kind of offered it to me, and I wanted to do it later. Anyway, but yeah, it lets you say, hey, this is the experience that I want to be. I want to have this kind of experience, and then that brings it in. Also, with asymmetry, it stops everyone just doing the same thing. If everyone, like, that's why number 9, right? It has the little different starting blocks because it's worried about, hey, if you're worried about having everyone going down the same path and everyone feeling the same, then yeah, add in some asymmetry, have in some asymmetric starting conditions so you can't just follow the same paths to victory. Yeah, I'm actually struggling to think of many more reasons why asymmetry is brilliant. And yeah, but asymmetry in board games, in games, just being different people. Oh, you know what? A third reason. Okay, I think that asymmetry gives the game a bigger kind of tapestry, like a bigger texture. Because if everyone is playing exactly the same way, everyone's just kind of trying to do their own thing, trying to see, who does it best, and then you're all moving towards one goal. But suddenly, if you have, different goals. If you have one faction that, even if they don't ostensibly win, if they predict who wins, I'm talking about Dune, by the way, and Dune, I can't remember the name of the faction, but if you guess, okay, this is a faction that's going to win, and you're going to win on this turn. And then during the game, you sort of say, okay, I'm going to give you all these resources, but then the person's thinking, oh my gosh, are they trying to help me win on this turn because actually they will steal the victory from me because they predicted it correctly? Or are they playing mind games with me and they want me to win next turn? You just don't know. And so, yeah, there's this cat and mouse, and it brings extra, like Nancy Narking or Discworld Ankh Morpork by Martin Wallace. You've got the richer tapestry of stuff going on anyway. So 3 good reasons. Firstly, it's makes sure we're all doing different things. Secondly, it's, there's a bigger tapestry and stuff going on. And thirdly, yeah, it allows you to pick the faction that best suits you. So, not quite sure what that is, but kind of sounds like a seed. Asymmetry is an interesting design challenge, says Rob. Yeah, 100%. Okay. So that is the brilliant thing for today. As always, not as always, I used to be very strict on this. I used to be a lot more strict on these sections. I used to be, no, only one brilliant thing, and then we started having 2 brilliant things, and now it's like, yeah, the brilliant thing can be anything. Just sometimes it's about remembering that there's good stuff in life. And I do hope that as we move forward, you remember that even if life seems a bit rubbish, there are good things, whether it's getting a working car or the joy of having walls or, mirrors or electric lights or clothes that keep us warm, whatever. Brilliant things all around us. Okay, there's a question. What is asymmetry? It's not quite random starting conditions. It means different. So, yeah, not just about the starting conditions. So what is asymmetry? Give me a moment. I'm going to have a drink. So I guess you can so symmetry mean, in a kind of normal sense, means that your for example, 2 sides of your face might be exactly the same, but of course they're not. For example, I'm trying to look at what's asymmetrical about my face. I mean, I know I think this eyebrow I can raise. I can do it with that. Wait. Yeah, I can't. This is me trying to raise this eyebrow. So, like, my muscles are asymmetric. It's the opposite of being symmetrical. So, if things are perfectly balanced, if things are exactly the same, then they are symmetrical. If they are not, then they are asymmetrical. For example, if what's that character in Batman, Two-Face, where like one half of the face is all like scarred? That's his like the ultimate asymmetrical face. Now, within games, symmetrical starting conditions, symmetrical, victory conditions means that you start with the same manner, roughly speaking. Maybe you've got, okay, with chess, it's not exactly symmetrical because white starts first and then black has slightly different opportunities. But, the victory is exactly the same. So it's, broadly speaking, it's basically symmetrical. Now, what asymmetry means is that maybe one person has only one piece, but it's a super powerful piece. Like, imagine a game where one person had, I assume you know chess, imagine a game where one person had a king and 2 queens, like, or some really powerful pieces, and then the other person's got lots of pieces but not so good, and then you're trying to have a battle, but then maybe the end condition's the same. Alternatively, imagine if one person is trying to get to the other side and the other person is trying to stop them. So like, Force A gets to the other side, Force A wins. Well, Force B gets to the other side, Force B does not win. Force B has to eliminate Force A. That's kind of an asymmetry in winning goals. For example, there might be a game where one faction wins if there's this much influence on the board, and another faction that wins if there's this much money in their possession. And yeah, I hope that makes sense. I hope that clears it up. So obviously, feel free to comment, ask questions, like, follow, and yep, 100% asymmetrical games are harder to balance than symmetrical games. Now, we have the question of whether games need to be perfectly balanced, but just to get it within the vague, what should be balanced. And from a smaller point of view, collectible card games are kind of asymmetrical, or something like Keyforge, or Living Card, or whatever, like games with different decks where people come onto the game with their own wee deck. And when I say a wee deck, it might be like a 200 card deck in some cases. But yes, such things are inherently harder to balance 100% than if it's just, okay, you're all basically the same. Okay, one person's going second. Okay, that person who's going second gets 2 extra life. Boom. There you go. Or in Magic the Gathering, it's, okay, the person who goes first doesn't get to draw a card. So there you go. Boom, done. And yeah, like Pokemon, like Pokemon cards, and that is kind. The different deck construction brings about a little bit of asymmetry, but at the same time, it could be asymmetrical. So customizable card games are kind of a unique case. And asymmetry and symmetry, it's not a binary thing. It's like, how asymmetrical is this? How skewed is this? And the more, I would argue that the more varied things are, the more difficult it's going to be to test it. I don't know if you would agree, Rob, but that's the way that I generally feel. Like, the more varied things are, the more options. It's like even with Pokemon cards, what's his Pokemon that you've got to, in the card game, you've got to beat, you start off with 3 Pokemon in your area and you've got to beat the other person's 3. I played it, but like decades ago, I can't quite remember. But at least you've got the same end goal. Whereas if it was, okay, this person has to get to the beat up this many creatures, and this other person has to get their creature to evolution level 5. I don't know if that even exists. I know there's evolution level 3s, but Pokemon has changed. Did they ever go above 3? Did they? I don't know. If you know about Pokemon, and if you know if they went above level 3, then please let me know. But like, you get what I'm saying. Like, the more asymmetry that you add on, the harder it is. Anyway, so I'm going to Solo Sunday, playing Groot digitally, and I am happy to keep chit-chatting along the way. The last Pokemon game that Timmy owned was Emerald. Okay, oh, you mean the actual video game? I thought you were talking about the card game. But yeah, I could see an argument made for like the video game. If you're playing that against someone else, there is a little bit of an asymmetry, arguably, even on sticking with video games, even like a 2D beat 'em up could be asymmetrical. Harper Rob, I think this is really well written, says, games with variable player powers or different cards in starting decks are near the symmetrical end. Things like Root and Vast, where players have entirely different games, are on the other side of the end. I've not tried making the very varied stuff yet, but I think it is way harder. And hello, Scrappy Kid! Also from London, although I believe you're from like 20 miles away. But yes, I am back here, and yeah, even though it is a bit too far to cycle over, let's organise something maybe in the coming weeks. And definitely when we're able to actually legally get into each other's houses, let's sort out something. But Scrappy Kid, as always, it is lovely to see you. Meet Rob and to me. We're all talking about, I am willing to publicly say that I am in N15, near Finsbury Park. If people want to look that up, then they probably get a 2-mile radius of where this house is. Now, what was I going to do? Oh yeah, I was going to open up Steam and open up Root and carry on playing that for a wee bit. But whilst I'm playing that, I'm going to keep a wee bit of the window visible just so I can pop in and out of the chat. Oh, it's starting up. I've got 0 achievements because I am still making my way through the tutorial. How? Okay, make it not full screen. Windows, there we go. Do I want to keep them? Yes, please. Let me make it a wee bit smaller. There we go. That seems to work well. And just give me a moment whilst I get it into a state to show it to you. Just going to pop this up over there. Stop the screen. So, Scotia is back in lockdown because our vaccine supply is low, says Timmy. So we can't visit anyone for a while. I totally get that. Lots of love. And now you are seeing what size. I'll make that screen bigger in a moment. Is the Steam route good? I have the physical base set but not played it due to pandemic. Oh, lots of love. Really want to play it. You know what? I bought this on discount sale. I think I bought it on like half price or something. So far, I've been really impressed. One thing annoyed me. I made my way through. So let me go back actually. I'm still making my way through the tutorials. I've done these 3 things, and then there's 2 more tutorials before I learn all the bits. After I finished the Birds of a Feather tutorial, it offered me, hey, do you want to play a demo match with the birds versus the cats? And then I wanted to go to bed, so I said no. But then I tried to find out where I could play it later on. So local play, I mean, we've got the challenges and normal game against 2 AI. Like, how do I get the demo match? And I was hoping that I would get an option. Basically, what I'm saying, video game designers, if you say, do you want to do this, yes or no, please, please, please have a maybe later option. I really appreciate that maybe later option. And yeah. So you've got the challenges, which I will probably give a wee go of once I've done the tutorials. I guess I could actually just, you know what? I could go with the birds. I'll let you decide. Do you want me to try the classic challenge with the birds, or shall I try learning about the things in the tutorial? Clearly not going to do pass and play. That's not what I want. What solo play? Okay, so guess. Okay, so I might as well do the challenges rather than the solo play. So yeah, tell me what you want to see. The challenge. So yeah, what is Root? Root. Let me actually find a Root board game geek. This is me pasting the link to Root everywhere. So it is an adaptation of a board game, and Scrappy Kid, I would say I cannot recommend it one way or the other just yet, but once I finish making my way through it, I'll know it, and then maybe we can learn it and play it together. I would love to. I'm sure that I would have more fun with the thing, but I love when, I'm just going to say, I love when, you know, there's, like, hey, try this, and there's actual things to try. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, we were talking about asymmetry. So it seems like there's no preference on what to do, but I am going to go for it. So I'm going to try the birds and see if I can remember the birds. Oh, apparently I need to... Let me do a wee stretch around, stretch around, stretch around. So, and let me make the screen bigger so you can see that better. Okay, so what happens with this, with these birds? Basically, each level, you add more and more things that the birds can do, but if at any point you can't do all of those things, then you lose your leader. And so this can happen up to 3-4 times. I'm not sure what happens if you lose your last leader. I assume you just lose the game. But meanwhile, so it's got this tension of, do you want to put more and more and more actions onto your decree, or do you put fewer actions onto your decree, knowing it's more likely to actually do them, but you might not do so much? So which of these leaders do I choose? Do I get more points for trade when I craft? Disdain for trade means that I get fewer points. Do I place 2 warriors, not 1, each time I recruit? That seems pretty good to get me started. Do I get extra hits as attacker? Or do I get... and let me actually go very quickly to Twitch to add... it looks like Board Game Civilization. Yeah, I can see that. It's a kind of combat-orientated, building up your people sort of game. Yeah, it's definitely a similar theme. Oh, speaking of which, if you're based in London, and I know at least one of you is, or if you can get to London, and I know at least 2 of you can, and I'm very sorry, Timmy, that you're not involved in this, but there is a thing next month. I think it's next month. No, it might be next month. It's Conflict in Camden. It's for war games and deep strategic games. And so if you are interested in actual war games, then I think it's 40 quid for the 3 days, and it's a convention. I wouldn't be coming from out of town personally, but for me it's less than 10 miles away. I've already booked my tickets nominally. You don't have to pay anything just yet, but yeah. Let me route, boom, change the topic. Okay. London is many leagues to the east. Oh, I like that. So, yeah. Despots remind... Yep, I 100%, yes, Despots is definitely Dark Crystalish. Okay. Well, if you remove at least 1 enemy building or token in battle, score 1 point. I think I'm going to go for Charismatic, because this seems like the best thing to get my engine going, because I've got more people to start off with. Now, these are the... I don't know what's going... Oh, there's little gophery people, vagabonds. I don't know what's going on with them. I didn't do the tutorial for the vagabond. So I'm probably going to lose this game, but we will see what happens. I guess the vagabonds and the cats are fighting, so hopefully I can stay out the way. Yeah. Each time people fight, there's dice rolled, and the dice have 1, 2, or 3 marks, and then you score 1, 2, or 3 hits. This is all showing me what the AI is doing, and honestly, I'm not 100% clear on this bit. Oh, that's a little building that they make more bricky woody things, and with the bricky woody things, like with those resources, then they get to build more buildings, and with those more buildings you get to have more infantry, or you get other buildings that give you more cards, or other buildings that give you more or more resources. So right now is my decree, and let me just sort out my... Okay, there we go. So this is where I can push my luck very slightly. So right now my decree is, you see this little blue symbol, that's a wild card. I can recruit somewhere, anywhere I want. Then I don't get to move. I don't get to move at all. But I do get to battle anywhere I want, and I have to recruit. I have to battle, and then I don't get to build. So I'm going to minimize that. I'm going to check out where I am. It looks like I'm just there in the lower left corner, and they are. By the way, just so you know, these symbols, the little rabbit and mouse and cat, that's nothing to do with who owns it. That's to do with what kind of territory it is. So you see that little orange icon, and I think all my enemies seem to have orange icons, and I seem to have, yeah, the blue icons. So we're trying to. So I'll actually, if I didn't put anything into my decree, I would lose right now, because I would recruit here, then I can't battle, so I have to move. So I have to move from the rabbit's area or to the cat's area. Is this? Wait a minute. But I don't have a. Have I already? I've already lost. Oh my gosh! I think I've already lost this. I think I've already lost this person. This is quite sad. Yeah. Oh wait. Oh no. I've got a wild card. Of course, I've got the wild card. Yep, I've got to use my wild card. I've got to use my wild card to move that there. Okay, so I get to recruit, and then I get to move, and then I get to battle. And I could add more things, but if I try to recruit in a catty place, well, I do not have a roost, where the roost is to recruit warriors, craft cards, draw additional cards, and score points. And remember, each faction is a wee bit different. So there we go. I am okay. And this is the most important part of the turn for the birds. What's our people? Okay. Phew. Let's carry on. So now, do I play one of these cards? If I play this card, I would get 1 point. I would get 1 victory point. Do I want to do that? How many victory points do I need to win? First person to 30. What happens here? If I have at least 10 points, play during daylight, you can no longer score. You win if you rule 3 fox clearings at the start of your bird song. Oof. Okay, interesting. So this is an optional asymmetric win condition. Very interesting. So if I rule 3 fox clearings, so that would be here, here. Yes, there are. Oh no, there's 4 fox clearings. So I could. That seems achievable. Dominance seems like I might be able to do it. I am going to keep travel gear in case I want it later on, to add my movement. So I'm not going to craft. I'm going to skip my crafting. Now, choosing a clearing, you can see I've got only one option. Boom. And I get 8. Because my special ability is I get to recruit twice, not just once. Now I move. Do I move and antagonize these? Actually, I quite like this symbol. Do I move and antagonize the cats or the cats here? Or indeed the cats here with a vagabond? I think I'm not going to go there, so let's go here. Let's go to this fox clearing and let's see. Yeah, I'm going to move, and 3 is the best number to have, by the way. It's if you have 3, you can score no more hits than 3. That's why I'm thinking I'm going to move 4, because then even when I die, I'll still hopefully have 3 people. I'm hoping. So I'm going to go with 4. I don't know. I quite like how you can zoom it. This is the maximum zoomed out, so I can see everything in one go. Or I can zoom really far in like that. That's how far I can zoom in. And I only get one choice of who to battle. And we are battling this cat. 4 against 1. Come on. So the cat rolled a 3, but because there's only one cat, the cat can only hit 1 time. So I lose one of my birds. Wait, okay. It takes a bit of time. There you go. And I have committed my decrees. I have done my free actions. And maybe next turn I'll even have a build decree. That would be fun. Ooh, maybe I should have even done a build decree last turn. Yeah, hindsight is last year. Okay. I'm not quite sure what's going on with all these characters. Okay, so that's cats making some things. Overwork means that's it. Doing some extra resources. And the way that the cats works, the cats get so many action points per turn. And so the cats are a completely different system to the birds. Okay, it looks like they're building up. Yep, the cats do start off with a lot on the board. But the birds are like the slow growth. Okay. Let's see what's going on. Let me minimize this and let me double check. Okay. I've got dominance here. I could definitely build there. I can add... I want to keep the dominance. Brutal tactics. So remember, with these cards, you can either play them to expand your decree. So I could play them to do more stuff in future turns, or I could play them as the card effect. So here, I need to have I need to be present in 2 foxy places. In battle as an attacker may deal an extra hit, but defender scores 1 point. That doesn't seem too great. I'm probably going to use that for my decree. My decree is where it's at. Now, at the end of it, once my leader is deposed, I will lose points for every wild card I've got on my decree, but the wild cards on your decree let you keep it going. I mean, you've got to think, if I were to have... Actually, it might be better that I didn't build in the foxy place, because if I built last turn in the foxy place, I wouldn't be able to build this turn in the foxy place. Not only do you have to do that stuff that turn, but also every subsequent turn. So do I put discard into building, because then that gives me maximum... Yeah, that would give me maximum versatility. That seems quite nice. And then maybe next turn I could, chuck in this card into the recruit and then start recruiting more. I think that's the way I'm going to go. Yep. Okay, build. Boom. Boom. Okay, I've got a really versatile thing. I'm really happy with this. I am not going to play any of my cards for the card effect. No. Choose a clearing to recruit warriors. There's only one option. Okay, I've got to keep the majority. If I lose majority, then my leader goes away, and that will be sad times. Okay, I've got to march somewhere. Ooh, do I go up? Do I spread my forces a bit thinly and try and take over here? Or do I just move back and forth and, chill out a wee bit? I don't know what's going on with the vagabonds. I kind of wish I understood the vagabond a bit better. Oh shit. Pardon my language. I actually need to battle. If I don't move, then I will... Okay, let me just move... Let's move 3 into here and see what happens. Yeah, or maybe I should move... Do I move... I don't know. It's such a hard decision. I'm going to go... an attack all 3. Okay. And then I'm going to attack here. So I'm going to attack the cats, because the cats have too many people. It's me and a vagabond against the cat. Come on. Okay, I rolled a 1. And of course the cat's going to kill one of mine. And I've still got 2 people left. So it's all good. I'm okay with that. Now, where do I build a roost? I am building it here, where I have majority and I feel secure in that. And now I am going to continue to turn, and that's my second turn. Boom. 2 roosts. The more roosts that I have, this is the way that the birds get points. The more roosts you have, the more points you get. Every single turn, you're getting points for your control of the board. That's what's going on. I am excited about this. I am feeling good. Mm. Oh, I just remembered. I have a tiny bit of tea. It's very milky tea. So, I like strong tea. I am currently drinking this is the second infusion, 2 bags of fruit tea, 2 bags of black tea with lots of milk. Okay. And is the digital version of Roots easier or more fiddly than playing physically? I have not played Roots physically, so I cannot compare. I do apologize. But I am really enjoying the digital version. I have felt no fiddliness, that's all I'll say. But thank you for joining Bones and Banners. I do appreciate it. Okay, let's see what's going on with this decree. Okay. And backseating is allowed if you want to give options, but I do not. Ooh, because I've got 2 roosts, now I'm getting more cards. I like this, I like it. Okay. Remember, I have to build somewhere. So, this is where I should be planning my entire turn. Where am I going to recruit? Well, I definitely want to recruit in more places. Do I want to keep this card as the card, or do I want to use this as my bonus thing? At the start of a battle, defender may play to deal 2 immediate hits. Ooh. That feels like a nice defensive card. I'm going to prioritize that one. And I'm going to pop in a recruit. So now I am recruiting here and also here. And then I'll have 5 people here, 5 people here. Or, no, I can't do it twice here. I could, though, do it twice here and then move over here and beat up these Marquis de Cats. I mean, who wants those cats to be there? And then I could build here or there. That seems like a nice plan. And then in future, I'm thinking of moving up to the top left so that I manage to score my dominance. So I'm thinking of going for... Yeah. If I can push out 1 stage beyond where I need to be. I don't know what's going on with the Vagabond, though. Do I need to do something to push out the Vagabond? I wish I'd played the tutorial slightly further than I did. But I'm not going to overextend myself. So I keep this one. At start of battle, defender may play to deal 2 immediate hits. So you know what? I'm going to go all out. I'm going to be recruiting. Wait a minute. Why? Okay, this is what it's all about. Maximum recruitment. Boom. Yes, I'm super excited about this. Birds sound stressful. Yep, it is. It is. But yeah, I like the puzzle. And tonight, obviously, the nice thing about playing, obviously, in a real life, I would not be explaining everything that I'm doing, and it's quite fun, kind of getting to take my time about it. So, I am going to come up the left side. I'm going to recruit because remember, this person, this special leader is charismatic. So when I recruit 2 birds, not just 1. Boom. And of course I have to recruit here as well because that was my Catsy recruit. And then I have to move somewhere. And I have to move somewhere and then attack, and I have to build. But I do have a lot of flexibility. I have been lucky in terms of getting a lot of these wild cards. So I am going to go up the left rank file. I don't know what to call it. I'm going to move in 4 wait a minute. Let's go with... No, not 5. 5 seems too many because I want to leave 3 behind. I'm going to leave 3 behind for optimal defense. Yep. Leaving 3 behind for optimal defense. That's the way I'm going to go. And of course, I'm going to battle these people, take down the cats, ignore the vagabond for the moment. They rolled a 2. They only score 1 hit because they've only got 1 person, because it's capped by that. I roll a 2, but it doesn't matter. There's only 1 enemy to hit. And now I have to build, and I choose to build on the left area. Boom. I am happy with that. And now the question is, in the following turn, will I be able to move up here and take over? Now with the computer game, there is this undo button for takesy backsies, but once you continue, that is the end of everything. 3 roosts. Boom. Double cards. Oh, I've got mousy cards. I could use those mousy cards to recruit even more. I'm going to be all about the recruitment. I'm liking this. I'm feeling like I'm growing in strength. I'm taking over the board. The birds are coming into roost. It's bird is the word, you might say. Okay, so the cats are doing some stuff. I should have paid more attention during the vagabond's turn. Okay, now it's me again. Okay. Oh, wait. Yes. I can use the mousy people to recruit here. That would be quite nice, I think. Yeah, I think it would be. I might also want to move a little bit more. I might also want to fight a little bit more. But I don't want to overextend myself. This is the critical thing. This is the push your luck balancing thing. This is the key decision each turn. Okay. So, I am definitely going to add this to my... Oh, wait. Can I undo that? Oh, no. I didn't pay enough attention to what those cards even said. I didn't look properly. Ah, well, it is done. Do I want to recruit even more? Do I want to just recruit up the wazoo, figuratively speaking? Maybe I do. Maybe I do. And maybe I want to move towards this dominance. Or maybe I just want to get more roosts. I can click this button to remind myself. If I've got another roost, I get 3 points. And 3 more roosts. Then another roost, I get 4 points. Next roost, I get another point plus more cards. Oh, I like this. Okay, so I could soon be getting 3 or 4 points per turn. How it goes. So, this turn, what am I going to do? I'm going to recruit up the wazoo on the left here. I am going to try and take over the cats. I'm going to have to do multiple battles, but if I do a battle there this turn, so build, I probably don't want more than 1. Move, it's really easy. I could do so many moves. Battle, do I want to have more than 1 battle? This is a critical choice. Oh my gosh, this is... Oof, I need a bit of this tea to calm myself down. I am so enjoying my tea. By the way, if you want to make me happy, 2 bags of tea, lots of milk, no sugar. That is my favorite tea. Anyway. But I do reuse my bags, just to let you know, and just leave the bag in. So, anyway, I think I might stick with this and see how I get on next turn, and or maybe I should just... Should I give up on this and do recruit? I am going to recruit with this. Yep, I am going to commit. I'm going to commit to recruiting. I am recruiting like nobody's business. Okay, I have to recruit once there. That's fine. I have to keep dominance here. I've got 7 characters. That's fine. I'm not going to lose dominance anytime soon. I've now got 7 people here. I'm feeling really secure. Now, do I bring more people in here and try to move them out to the vagabond? Or given that I've only got 1 movement, do I move them out from... I'm going to recruit One more time here, build it up to 5, and one more time over here. Oh no, oh my gosh, I didn't realize, oh, there's a limit on how many warriors you have. 11, 18, 19, 20. Apparently I only had 20 warriors. I need, oh my gosh. I didn't realize that was going to happen. Oh my gosh. Ah well. Yeah, that's what happens when you read when you go through a computer tutorial rather than reading the instructions of a board game. You don't know all the instructions, and you aren't aware that apparently 20 people is all you get. So I do not get to move. I do not get to battle. I do not get to build. That is sad times. I could not recruit, and I go down to 0 victory points. Sad times. Oh, that was sad. Okay, let's go with the. Do I go for the battling person? The point. Let's go for the battling person. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that was 1 life lost. I assume that if I lose all 4 of them, then that's the end of the game for me. Back onto victory points. Okay. And the vagabond's moving away. Great. I'm happy to see that. And vagabond's doing some sorts of... Okay, vagabond's on 12 victory points. Guess it's going ground from place to place. And the cat's got 15 victory points. I've got 2, but secretly what I'm trying to do is, of course, with my dominance card, trying to get to 10 and then keep the 3 catty places. Is it catty? No, foxy places. Okay. It does feel like if you were playing in real life, the vagabond's turn would be quite a bit shorter, and some of these people are more difficult puzzles than others. And oh my gosh, the cat's got 19 victory points. That's not good. Okay, so now, okay, warriors in reserve. Draw rates. Okay, I get it. Okay, I should have. Okay, so I'm not going to recruit. If I were to recruit, then I would lose. So I clearly do not recruit. I've got to movement. I've got to battle. I want a build. Yep. And a buildy action in a catty place. Sorry, in a foxy place, I think it is. Or do I go for a buildy action in a wild place? That's the question. So let's see, I've got this foxy place to build, then this foxy place to build, and then this foxy place to build in. And that might be it. So if I go with foxy places, then that might be it off. I'm going to keep my versatility up. I'm going to go with the wild cards, even though wild cards do mean you lose victory points once you go into turmoil. And so I'm going to leave it at that. I'm not going to overextend myself. Nope, I'm not going to craft anything. I'm not going to give up this card just yet. I might need it once I start losing my people. Where do I march? Where do I march from? I am going to march from there up to here and try and take over this place. Let's move 4 people. And who do I battle? I only have 1 choice apparently. So the cat could kill 3 of my people potentially. Oh, attacker always chooses the higher number. And you also get +1 if you've got majority. So I destroyed 2 cats. Very happy about that. Yes. Next turn will be challenging. Maybe I actually want to go here because I don't see any... Okay. Yeah, I can. There is only one choice for where I build, and that's it. I've got 4 roosts. I get 3 victory points. Okay, I'm starting to get stronger. I'm starting to take over. The birds are the slow build. Can I catch up to the cats? Those evil, conniving cats are on 19 points. The vagabond is on 15. Ooh, scored some sort of quest. Congratulations, vagabond. And yeah, I feel like the cats are probably going to win. I'm not sure, but it doesn't look good for me. It does not look good for me. 22 points. Basically, the way that the cats get points is by doing their special cards that give them points. I can use these special cards to get points, but I get a maximum of 1 point. Oh my gosh! What? What? What just happened? Everything exploded. See, that's the kind of thing where in a board game, I would be like, hey, wait a minute, can you explain what went on there? Whereas a video game, yeah, unless there's kind of some sort of, hey, hold on a minute, show me that bit more clearly. But, oh, huh. I thought, strange. Okay, so I have to build up the decree. You have to do this. Okay, so the cats have killed 3 of my creatures. Do I want to start recruiting again? Why not? The Foxy place seems like a good place to recruit, especially since I'm building up to dominance. That's what I'm aiming for. Okay, so do I give up the ambush or do I give up the once in daylight may remove one of your warriors to draw a card? That seems like a nice thing. Swapping 1 piece for a card. That seems nice. This seems very nice. Dealing 2 immediate hits. And that could save 2 lives. I think I am going to prioritize this one. So I think I'm going to recruit. And I'm not going to overextend myself. I'm not going to do anything more. I'm not going to craft. I'm going to skip the crafting phase. Now, I will recruit here since I have fewer birdie creatures. Where do I march? Okay, wow, so all my things were all destroyed here. Maybe I move into here to... Yeah, maybe I move into that area to try and take over. Or maybe I move... Maybe I do. That seems like a nice... Yep, I'm up for that. Or maybe I attack. I could attack there next turn. I'll attack here next turn. I will move from here to here. I will go with 2 warriors. They do seem to be split a wee bit thinly. But now let's attack the cat. A 1 and a 3. Boom. Yep. As attacker, I get to choose the 3, and I've even destroyed all the buildings. Down with the cats. Up with the birds. Haha. And I am going to build this. And let's have a look. If you rule 3 fox clearings at the start of your bird song. So I've got 1, 2, 3. But I probably want to move my creatures to make sure that they can't be overtaken. Like maybe if I had 5 in here, 5 in here, 5 in here, and then 5 other things scattered around. Yep, I'm feeling confident. No, actually, I'm not feeling confident at all. The cats are going to win. But if I had one more turn, if I had 2 more turns, I think I might have been able to win. Oh, I must discard down to 5. I totally forgot about that. Well, let's discard one of these. Oh well. I guess I should have crafted one for... Oh my gosh, I'm still 1 victory point away from 10. I definitely should have discarded one. Oh, I'm definitely going to lose. But hey ho, it was a good attempt. That is me trying to win at root and probably failing, and the cat is probably going to do some stuff and now win. You can see the victory points up here, 28, and it's going... There you go, 2 points. And the cat wins. Sad times. Yeah, that is it. That's root. Well, congratulations to the cat. At least the music's good. I wonder... Oh wow, so this is literally all the... Is that literally all the actions? Tinker Vagabond, okay. Huh. Well, I didn't quite manage to beat the challenge of beating people even on the easiest setting. But, yep, sorry I missed some things, but yeah, undo buttons are great, and enjoy your time in town. Enjoy your meeting with a friend, and bye-bye for now. I am going to possibly finish up in a minute anyway, because I did say that mornings I'm going to try and make about an hour. And even though I am tempted to play the tutorials, I might do that on my own time without necessarily sharing that with the world. But I will be sure to let you know what I think. And yeah, if you've got some questions or anything else you wanted to ask, I mean, as I say, I've not played it very much. That was literally the first proper game of it that I tried, and I failed by quite a bit. But yeah, that gives you a taste of the game, I guess. Whoops, didn't meant to do that. So yeah, thank you very much, everyone. Let me recap and wrap up. So what did I talk about today? I talked about Jess from Descent Games, who has a cool little thing going on. Let me grab the link and postcards with a message on Descent Games. If you are interested in activism, then please send in your idea for a game theme as soon as possible. If you are interested in game design, then keep out on the themes and check them out, and you'll get a month to make a simple game based on the themes. And then there's going to be playing of the games, and it's like, yeah, it's a fun idea. What else? Then we talked about asymmetry, then we talked about warmth and stuff, and then I played a game of Root. I enjoyed that. I thought it was fun, and I will give it another go soon and report back to you. I see the StreamYard's message. I am going to do a quick jiggle and wriggle, but I will stretch properly just after I finish. That is the end of my recap wrap-up. If you want to check me out, I am stuffbybez.com, stuffbybez.bigcard.com, twitter.com/stuffbez for tweets, instagram.com/stuffbybez for pictures. You know how these things work. Twitch.tv/stuffbybez, where I'm streaming 12 times next week, every day 10 a.m. UK time. Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday at 4 p.m. UK time, I'm going to be playing stuff, and 8 p.m. I'll be playing stuff, but you can play along. So 8 p.m. Tuesdays, you can always play along. If you want to see the full calendar, that will be on my Twitter within the next hour, let's say. I want to say thank you so much, everyone. You have all been wonderful. Oh yeah, if you want to carry on the conversation, join the Discord or chat wherever you want. And this is the end of the show, where I say it's over to you. What are you up to? You can share, but only if you want to. So, there. Whoops. Let me quit root. So, hopefully that might speed up my computer a wee bit. What are you up to? Is there something that you're planning to enjoy? Is there something that you're looking forward to doing? I am going to maybe... I might... I'm thinking whether I need to dump out this tea or whether I could just put another bag in to keep it strong. Or maybe I'll take out the tea. Maybe I feel like I should, even if you do it in a Matty Rancho way of kind of building it up, keeping adding more leaves, I should probably empty it once a day. But you know what? Today, I'm going to sit in the house. I'm going to just keep adding tea bags to this, and I'm going to have stronger and stronger tea all day. I'm also going to play a wee bit of Root, and I'm going to, read some books, and yeah, that's pretty much me. Oh, and hello, Joanne. It is lovely to see you. Thank you so much for popping in, even though it is right at the end. But I do very much, and I'm not going to apologize for finishing up, but it is really lovely to see you. Thank you so much for joining in to say hello. Emerald is there purring. Oh, I'm sorry that. So Emerald is Joanne's cat, for those who don't know. Yeah, Joanne, today I was playing this little video game and I totally lost. I feel like I'm still not 100% sure. There were, one thing I learned is that I've got finite pieces in this game, so I might do better next time. Anyway, I know how to do better, arguably. If anyone else has anything that they want to say that they're up to soon, then please let me know. If you want to check out my future streams, then please check out this, which as of next week, it's quite a complicated thing. So my morning streams, 10 a.m. UK time, every day. Tomorrow, I am having an in-depth discussion with a publisher about publishing board games. Then Tuesday and Thursday is musical shenanigans, so just join in for some chats and some sort of music. I'm not guaranteeing amazing music, but I'll be trying to play some music. And Wednesday, I'll be making a game with Rita and Tiz. Friday, Friendly Friday Forum, I'll be talking about StreamYard, or if anyone else has anything else that they want to talk about, then they can. On Saturday, discussing diversity in media making, and next Sunday, I will be playing another solo game. If I can't think of anything else to do, I'll decide on Wednesday what I'm going to do. And if I've not decided by Wednesday, I might play some more Root. Because I enjoyed it enough, I would be totally up for playing it again. Even though I'll be playing some of it myself, but yeah, be up for playing some more on stream. Also, 4 p.m. on Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I will be playing games. You might be able to join in some of them. Tuesday will be Dinosaurs Love Spicy Pies, hopefully, maybe with Tiz Creel and Rita Moodle. And if you want to play along, it's really easy. You don't need to have a printer, but you need to draw a 3x3, 3x4, and a 4x4 square on a bit of paper, and then you'll be all set up. Oh, and you might need to make five cards. Yeah, 5 cards that could just be little bits of paper. Thursday, I've no idea what I'll be doing. Friday, I've no idea what I'll be doing. Saturday, I've no idea what I'll be doing, but I'll be playing something. And if you fancy, even like an hour before, saying, "Hey, Bez, you've no idea what you'll be doing, but do you fancy playing a game on Board Game Arena, or do you fancy playing a roll and write together, or do you fancy playing this sort of thing?" And it will be like a mixture of 50% chat, 50% game playing, that kind of thing. Hopefully that explains things. Also, on Tuesday at 8 p.m, it will definitely always, Tuesdays, 8 p.m, you can always play along, and it'll always be a simple game. And lots of love, and I appreciate all the kind regards. And yep, that's it. Share, spread the word if any of this sounds interesting. I know there's not that many folk watching, but I'm going to see if there's anything that I would recommend to do as a raid. We've got No Expectations, improvising electronic music. You know what? I don't know this person very well at all, but I like the sound of someone improvising electronic music, so yeah. Let me very quickly have a look, and that is who we're going to raid. So for raid, you know how it works. Copy paste some or all of that message, and that's the end of the show. Lots of love. Bye bye everyone, and bye bye, bye bye. This is the goodbye song. Bye bye, bye bye. Thank you for watching along. Bye bye, bye bye. This is the end of the show. Bye bye, bye bye. And now it's time to go. Bye bye, bye bye. This is a goodbye song. Bye bye, bye bye. Thank you for watching along. Bye bye, bye bye. This is the end of the show. Bye bye, bye bye. And now it's time to go. Bye bye, Joanne, and hugs. Yeah, hugs. Hugs. And yeah, bye bye, everyone. Have a lovely day. Oh, and did I didn't press the enter button to raid. But yeah, bye bye. I hope, yeah, have a lovely time. Whatever you get up to, whatever you do, I hope that peace and joy are with you. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Respect. Bye. Lots of love. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.